Mr. Chair, dahil natanong na po halos lahat ng katanungan sa ating mga witnesses, pwede ko po bang maidirect ang aking katanungan sa mayor po ngayon ng Banbantarlac?
Please proceed.
Nasaan dyan po ba si mayor ng Banbantarlac? Mayor, paano po kayo naging mayor ng Banbantarlac? Paano po kayo nakaupo ngayon bilang mayor?
Magandang gabi po sa mga kagalang-galang na mababatas sa kapulungan ito. Ako po yung first councilor na...
Naka-oath na po ba kayo?
Opo.
Okay, thank you.
Opo, Your Honor. First councilor po as independent noong 2022 election. At nung po yung mayor namin na suspende, nag-acting vice mayor po ako. And then yung pong lumabas yung po ng ombudsman, yung kasong ipinail sa amin lahat, ako lang po yung naiwan, Your Honor. Kaya ako po yung naging acting mayor ngayon sa kasalukuyan. August 14 po, nung mag-assume ako ng office, and then matatapos po ng November 14, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, paano po kayo, anong dahilan kung bakit po kayo naging naupong mayor at hindi kayo nasuspinde?
Sa pag-issue po ng sunyuan, Your Honor, dun sa letter of no objection, ako lang po yung nag-iisang councilor na nag-oppose dun sa pag-issue ng letter of no objection dun sa company na sunyuan.
Bakit po kayo nag-object, Mr. Chair?
Sa dahilan po nung hearing po namin na regular session, wala pong pinapakita sa akin, Your Honor, na kahit anong dokumento na letter of intent, DTI, at naitanong ka rin po kung sino yung may-ari. Wala po silang may pakita sa akin dokumento, Your Honor.
Ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, pumasa po sa council yung mga dokumento nung kumpanya na walang ipinapakitang DTI, letter of intent, o kahit anong dokumento ng kanyang papeles yung kumpanyang nag-apply sa inyo?
Noong pong panahon na yun, Your Honor, patapos na po yung session namin at hindi po nakakalendar. Yung request po nila na resolution na letter of no objection. Sa pagkakalong ko po, mindadali po naman kasama namin at nasuspend po yung house rule namin ni Councilor Rainer Rivera at sineconded po ni Councilor Judge Sales. Outnumber po ako sa pagkakataon yun, Honor. Pero kahit nag-iisa po ako, lumaban pa rin po ako at nag-privilege speech. At sabi ko nga po sa do sa minutes of meeting namin, dahil po sa nangyaring nagdaang panahon na ilang beses na raid ng yung kumpanyang Hongsen, nung time ko po, nanao po ako bilang councilor, kaya ayoko na pong mangyari ulit yung nangyaring raid nung nakaraan. Kaya sabi ko nga po, pag-aralan muna namin mabuti dahil yung sa mga nakarang administrasyon na raid na po. Kaya lang po, na-outnumber po ako, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair, before, na-raid na po siya before?
Opo, Your Honor.
Tingin mo, Mr. Chair, bakit po inaprubahan ng council yung permit ng kumpanya kahit walang DTI, walang letter of intent, wala lahat? Tingin nyo bakit inaprubahan ng council yon? Kasi napaka-pagtataka naman, di ba? Walang mga permit, walang mga dokumento, wala lahat, pero inaprubahan ng council?
Yun din po ang pinagtataka ko, Your Honor, bakit nga po nangyari yung bagay na yon. Hindi ko po malaman kung anong dahilan bakit po sinuspende yung house rule namin. Hindi ko po alam kung sinong may pakananon o sino yung nag-good para po isuspend yung house rule namin, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, nung bang naipasa, pagkatapos naipasa ng council yung dokumento ng kumpanya, Meron ka bang nakitang pagbabago sa buhay ng mga konsehal? Meron bang nakabili ng kotse? Meron bang nakabili ng bahay?
Sa bagay na yan, Your Honor, doon sa bahay, wala po akong nakitang pagbabago sa mga kasama namin. Maliban po sa mga kasama kong konselor na may mga bagong sasakyan, at hindi ko po alam kung inutang yun sa bangko o car loan po, Your Honor.
So, pagkatapos may ipasa, may mga kasamahan ka na nakabili ng kotse?
Hindi ko po masabi na nabili, Your Honor. Basta may nakita po akong pagbabago, baka po car loan yun, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, after po na naipasa ng mga kasama ninyo, hindi po ba kayo kinausap bago na ipasa ni Mayor Alice Go? Hindi kayo kinausap? Hindi kayo sinabihan? Hindi ba siya nakiusap sa inyo para ipasa yung resolusyon?
Hindi ko po nakita yung presence ni Mayor Alice Go noong time na yun, Your Honor. Ang alam ko lang po, may nakikita ko sa mga kasamahan ko na may mga cellphone na hawak. Hindi ko po alam kung bakit po may mga hawak na cellphone, Your Honor. Kaya po nabigla po ako na pinagsabihan ng sekretary namin na i-agenda yung resolution na letter of no objection, Your Honor.
Sa mga konsihal na mga kasama mo, Mr. Chair, sino ang pinakamalapit doon kay Mayor Alice Go?
Alos lahat po sila, Your Honor, maliban po sa akin.
Lahat sila malalapit?
Opo.
Tanong ko lang po kay Vice Mayor. Vice Mayor? Vice Mayor? Vice Mayor, magandang gabi po.
Ay, magandang gabi po, Your Honor.
Tanong ko lang po, Vice Mayor, sa lahat po ng konsihal ng Banban, sino po ang pinakamalapit kay Mayor Alice Go?
Ang alam ko po si Honorable Councilor Rene Rivera.
Sino po ang naglapit sa inyo para aprobahan yung resolusyon para dun sa kumpanya ng Pogo?
Si Rene Rivera po nag-move ng motion to approve ang company po ng Sungyong Technology at nagsuspend po yung house. At sinabi ko po walang mag-object this motion and seconded by Judge Sales. Ay wala naman po nag-object kaya yung motion po is carried and approved.
Siya po yung pinakamalapit na konsihal kay Mayor Alice Go.
Yan po ang pagkaalam ko.
Nagbago po ba ang buhay niya nung maaprobahan niyo yung resolusyon ng Pogo?
Halos the same naman po dahil kasi meron siyang business na manpower at saka mga kantin sa tindahan.
Ay kay Mayor Alice Go po. Mayor, gandang gabi po. Mayor, bakit po ninyo pinaaprobahan sa council yung dokumento po ng mga ng Pogo, walang letter of intent, walang DTI, wala lahat?
Kung pwede pong makapagtanong una sa PAOK, since kayo po yung nag-conduct nung raid doon sa Bamban.
English name is Danny. So, tumakas po siya actually noong February 25. Tumalon po siya doon sa condominium area and he was able to go through a riverbed. Tumulay po siya sa riverbed and he was documenting the entire experience. Hinahabol po siya ng hindi bababang 8 security guards from the Baupo compound.
Thank you, Comsec, and thank you, resource persons. Kung pwede pong makapagtanong una sa PAOK, since kayo po yung nag-conduct nung raid doon sa Bamban, could you please give the committee a short presentation of your key findings in that raid? So the chair acknowledges Dr. Casio.
We prepared a PowerPoint presentation that we gave to the committee earlier on. May I
Could
ask?
we just know how many minutes long it is?
I could probably do it in 5 minutes, ma'am.
Please proceed.
Could we go through the PowerPoint, please? His English name is Danny. So, tumakas po siya actually noong February 25. Tumalon po siya doon sa condominium area and he was able to go through a riverbed. Tumulay po siya sa riverbed and he was documenting the entire experience. Hinahabol po siya ng hindi bababang 8 security guards from the Baupo compound.
Paano alam na galing sila sa Baofu, yung guards?
Nagkilala po sila that they were from Zone U1. Kasi po, nakatakas po si Mr. Danny into an adjacent compound, a farm owned by a Filipino-American American Air Force retiree. And they were trying to force that individual to hand over Danny. And thankfully, he did not. Then, the following day...
Itong guard naka-uniform pa, no?
Yes,
Doctor?
Yes, Your Honor. Then we got a call on the 26th of February from a pastor who was a friend of that Filipino-American national, and he informed us of the presence of Mr. Duke Danny. I arrived at the compound on the 28th of February to retrieve Mr. Duke, and I brought him to Manila, where we kept him in our safe house. Okay. Mr. Danny intimated to us that he was being asked to sign an affidavit of undertaking, that he was not harmed, that he left the compound at his own volition.
Sinong nagpapapirma sa kanya ng ganyang affidavit?
He intimated to us that certain police officers were asking him to sign the said document.
Uniformed police officers?
According to Mr. Duke. But when we arrived at the area, no said police officers were present. Only Mr. Duke and the Filipino American national was there. Let us continue, please. Likewise, we were able to get hold of a plane ticket. He was being forced to leave the Philippines on February 27 or 28, a paid Cebu Pacific ticket.
Galing po kanino yung ticket?
Apparently, according to Mr. Duke, it came from Zone U1. Ito po yun. Then on March 1, the commission likewise received a request from the Malaysian embassy of another national who was being held against his will inside Zone U1. The letter was addressed initially to our executive director, then later on addressed to our chairman, the executive secretary. Ito po yun. That's the actual letter that was given, a request for assistance by the Malaysian embassy. So
aware po yung embassy ng Malaysia dito sa Pilipinas, dito sa Bamban Pogo Hub?
Yes, Madam Chair. So by March 1, the Vietnamese embassy and the Malaysian embassy were already requesting the assistance for their two nationals, ma'am. Can we proceed, please? So these are some of the pictures that were sent by the Malaysian national to his embassy that served as our basis to apply for the warrant, ma'am. So nakuha nga po tayo ng warrant, as this is public knowledge by now. So if we may proceed to the next slides, because there are some other important issues that may not have been seen by our Madam Chair. So ito nga po yung mention ni Senator Gatchalian. The Chinese embassy informed us that in that particular Zone U1 technology are 6 fugitives from their territory. Can we proceed, please? Okay. And another Taiwanese national who is also a fugitive from the Republic of China. So bali ito po ang fugitives sa loob ng Zone U1. Incidentally, doon din po sa Smart Web Technology, meron din po tayo mga fugitives. Doon din po sa iba pang mga nakikita natin, parang common thread po siya. Can we proceed, please? Ito po yung actual scam sites. So yung una, yung malaking kahon, kung mapapansin ninyo po pag pumunta kayo ng Bamban, yan po ay parang warehouse lang, tambakan ng mga gamit ng pang-construction. Pero pag pinasok po ninyo yung kaloob-looban, nandun po yung actual scamming na itinuro ng ating Malaysian witness. Yung maliit naman pong building na yon, sa baba po niyan ay may grocery po dyan, at yung second and third floor po niyan, yung actual scam site ng ating Vietnamese witness. Can we proceed?
Kaya dun siya nakatakas sa likod,
yes,
kasi katabi nung place of work niya.
Yes, ma'am. Ito po yung actual na nakita nating scam site. Let us proceed po. May mga script po ng mga scamming. And the usual that we see in almost all of the raided POGOs, multiple rows of Androids and iPhones that seems to be receptacles receiving cell phones ng kung anumang scamming activities nila. Can we proceed, please? Patuloy po, yan po yung mga nakikita natin. Those are actual videos of Bamban. Ito na po, yeah, thank you. Let us proceed po. Ito na yung actual cases that we're able to file. So we filed human trafficking and serious illegal detention cases po against 8 nationals, including 1 Filipino national. Next slide po. Ito pong foreign nationals po na natuluyan po ang kanilang kaso, with the exception of Miss Milo, yung Filipino national for further investigation po sa kakulangan ng ebidensya. Tuloy po natin. At inamenda po natin ng information to include criminal forfeiture doon sa kasong isinampa natin sa Kapas. Let us proceed, please. Sa ngayon po ay merong preservation order in the eventuality that the Anti-Money Laundering Council actually files the civil forfeiture case against Zunyu 1 and the other vehicles and all other valuables that we were able to find in the compound. And on March 3, nag-grant po yung motion to break open natin at ito po yung nakita natin. Next slide, please. Yan yung actual na pagbe-break open. Nasa next slide po yung mga nakuha natin, yung inventaryo. So, 7.3 million and so on and so forth. Palagi na po namin nakikita na yung mga passports ay nakatago sa mga vaults. Tapos yung vaults, yung mga passports po na...
And the reason kung bakit ka tumakong mayor, gusto mong paunlarin ang Bamban because you believe na pag naging mayor ka, marami kang pwedeng gawin sa Bamban. And one of these things that you can do in Bamban, you can invite and welcome investors. Tama ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Alias Leal Goo, Bamban. Kayo po ba ito?
Yes, Your Honor.
For the information of the committee, Mr. Chair, ito pong si Bao Ying Lin, fellow incorporator ni Alice Goo, sa Baofu Corporation is convicted of 3 billion Singaporean dollar money laundering. And this after she made the statement na hindi siya sasama sa isang negosyo kung hindi niya kilala at pinagtitiwalaan ang mga kasama niya. With respect to Rujin Zhang, Mr. Chair, he is likewise convicted of 3 billion Singaporean dollar money laundering. Again, this is after her statement na hindi siya sasama sa isang negosyo kung hindi niya kilala at pinagtitiwalaan ang kasama niya. The third incorporator is Yang Wang, Mr. Chair, used to be with Hongsheng Corporation, whom after the 2023 raid was charged of the crime of cyber crimes. Again, this is after the statement of Miss Alice Goo na hindi siya sasama sa isang hanap buhay kung hindi niya kilala at pinagtitiwalaan ang mga taong kasama niya. I wish to manifest, Mr. Chair, that this representation humbly submit that Miss Alice Goo purposely ran for public office, she being a Chinese national, to be able to welcome his business establishments includes Hongsheng, a POGO operator.
Opo, Your Honor.
Taking this picture and be put in that monitor.
Mr. Chair,
Okay.
yes, Congressman Akop.
Nung una po, may mga impormasyon si Honorable Fernandez na hindi ko alam eh. Ngayon, ito na naman. May kung si Madam Cassie ang nagpadala sa kanya ng picture na yan.
Kasi ikaw ba nagpadala ng picture na yun kay Congressman Fernandez?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Sige. So, gaya ng tanong ko kanina, nasagot mo naman sa ay elementary, no? Pero yung picture na yun pang high school, nagpa-picture ka lang, di ba? Okay. Saan mo ginamit yung picture na yan? Na naka-toga ka? Parang meron ka lang profile pic.
Bali po, I think graduation po ng ALS yun. Tapos, pumunta lang po ako. Tapos, sakto may ano lang.
So, sumali ka lang sa picture.
Opo. Tapos,
pero hindi mo natapos yung ALS mo?
Pumasok lang ako. 2 beses, 3 beses kasi gusto ko lang po i-try.
Natatandaan mo yung pangalan ng teacher na napasukan mo?
Ma'am Daisy?
Daisy?
Opo.
So, wala ka rin teacher na Rubilin ng pangalan? Wala, no? Sige. Okay, sige. Before we proceed, let me acknowledge the presence of Congresswoman Glona Labad-Labad, Congressman Wilter Palma, and of course, Congressman Janice Alimbangon. Welcome to the committee hearing. So, the next to interpolate in the list. For those of you who have not signified their intention to propound question to our resource persons, please ask the committee secretary so that you will be listed in the list. So ang unang magtatanong ay ang ating Congresswoman Jinky Luistro. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I wish to address my questions to Alice Goo. Ma'am, pwede po bang malaman yung totoong pangalan ninyo?
Your Honor, ang pangalan ko po Alice Leal Goo.
Alice Leal Goo. Would it be okay with you kung tawagin kitang Alice?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Alice, before ka na naging mayor ng Banban, gaano katagal ka nang nakatira sa Bamban?
Your Honor, hindi ko po maalala yung exact years, pero matagal na po ako sa Bamban.
Can you at least give me an approximate length of years? More than 10 years ba? O more than 20 years?
More than 20 years po.
More than 20 years. And you will agree with me that 20 years stay in Bamban is really long enough. Diba? And I would assume also na imbibe mo na ang kultura, ang pamumuhay, at maging ang ugali ng mga taong nakatira sa Bamban. Tama ba ako? Can you please enlighten us? Ano ang kabuhayan doon sa Bamban 20 years ago?
Your Honor, nakatira po ako sa Bamban, pero as what I mentioned din po sa Senate before, nasa loob lang po kami ng farm ng piggery, hindi po kami masyado lumalabas, pero as what I understand naman po sa municipality po ng Bamban ay farming po.
Farming is the main industry in Bamban.
Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken po, farming and quarry.
Farming and quarry. Alin ang mas lamang? Yung bang farming or yung quarry?
Your Honor, tingin ko po farming. And marami pong farmers.
Mas marami ang farmers kesa sa mga quarry workers. Tama ba?
Yes po, ma'am.
That was 20 years ago. Now let's move a little forward. 10 years ago, kumusta ang buhay sa Bamban?
I believe 10 years ago, ganun pa rin po, Your
Ganun
Honor.
pa rin. So would you agree with me if I would say, kung anong buhay ng mga taga-Bamban 20 years ago, ganun pa rin ang buhay nila 10 years ago?
Yes po, Your Honor.
How about before you became a mayor? Anong kabuhayan sa Bamban?
Ang kabuhayan po sa Bamban, maliban po doon sa na-mention ko po na farmer, ay meron din po ibang nagtatrabaho po sa Clark as workers po.
And would you say na ang buhay sa Bamban for the length of 20 years, madali ba o mahirap para sa mga mamamayan ng Bamban? What do you think? From the point of view of an ordinary resident of Bamban, bago ka naging mayor, how do you appreciate the life in Bamban? Madali ba? Masagana ba? Mahirap ba?
I believe, Your Honor, hindi po madali para sa kanila at tingin ko rin po marami pa rin po yung mahihirap.
So, you will agree with me if I would say, mahirap ang buhay sa Bamban.
Your Honor, tingin ko po hindi naman po lahat, pero for sure po meron po.
Alin ang mas lamang, ang mahirap o ang mayaman?
Your Honor, mas lamang po ang mahirap.
Mas lamang ang mahirap. And soon enough, Mayor, tumakbo ka bilang Mayor, di ba? Tama bang isipin na because of your observation na mahirap ang buhay sa Bamban, na antig ang kalooban mo, naawa ka sa mga tao, nangarap ka para sa kanila, ng kaginhawahan? Tama ba yun, Mayor?
Your Honor, that's one of the reasons din po.
So you confirm na ang dahilan kung bakit tumakbo kang mayor, gusto mong paunlarin ang mga tao sa Bamban.
Your Honor, that's one of the reason po, opo.
May I know, Mayor, nung na-elect po ba kayo, ano pong type of municipality ang Bamban as to income classification?
Your Honor, second-class municipality po.
Second-class municipality. And if you still remember, magkano ho ba ang kita ng LGU ng Bamban being a second-class municipality?
Your Honor, I have no figure po and hindi ko po maalala po yung data po.
But nevertheless, Ma'am Alice, you recognize the fact na iba kung hindi ka mayor, iba kung mayor ka, kung ang pag-uusapan natin ay ang pangarap mong mapaunlad ang Bamban. Tama ba yun?
Opo.
And the reason kung bakit ka tumakbong mayor, gusto mong paunlarin ang Bamban because you believe na pag naging mayor ka, marami kang pwedeng gawin sa Bamban. Tama ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
And one of these things that you can do in Bamban, you can invite and welcome investors. And naniniwala ka rin na itong mga investors na itong mga business establishments na ito ang magpapayaman sa Bamban at ito ang magpapaalwan ng buhay ng mamamayan ng Bamban. Tama ba?
Ang belief ko po ay pag nakapag-invite po ng more investors po sa bayan po namin, bibigyan po ng mas maraming work opportunity po sa mga constituents po namin.
And let us move forward, Ma'am Alice. 2022, tumakbo ka na at umupo ka na bilang mayor. Of course, you confirm that because that is a common knowledge. No? I'll be showing some pictures, ma'am. I hope you please enlighten us kung sino itong larawan na ipapakita ko sa iyo. I am referring to the picture on the right of the monitor.
Opo.
Alice Leal Goo Bamban.
Opo.
Kayo po ba ito?
Yes, Your Honor.
And can you please enlighten us, ano po ba ang nakasulat dito sa poster na ito?
Your Honor, ang alam ko po dyan, yan po ay isang newspaper po na from the, I think, Chinese community na kinakongratulate po nila yung daddy ko po. Yung dad ko po kasi isang Chinese.
And why are they congratulating your dad who is also a Chinese?
Sila po yung, since Chinese, tingin ko po since Chinese po sila at nag-congratulate po sila through Chinese newspaper.
I consulted some people who know how to read these Chinese characters. And according to them, the exact translation of these characters goes like this. Congratulations to the first Chinese mayor, Alice Leal Goo of Bamban.
Ma'am, wala pong gano'n nakalagay.
Okay. Can we proceed to the next picture? Can you please enlighten us who is in this picture?
Ma'am, for that question po, I think I cannot answer. I invoke my right against self-incrimination since may pending case po sa akin about the citizenship.
About the citizenship. But would you agree with me if I would say, kamukha mo yung nasa picture?
Ma'am, I will not confirm po.
Let us proceed to the third picture. The third picture is your passport from the Republic of China. Do you confirm this?
Ma'am, I'm not confirming it. I have 8 pending cases on the court. I invoke my right against self-incrimination po, ma'am. Sorry po.
Nonetheless, Mr. Chair, I wish to manifest that the third picture is the picture of the passport of Alice Goo, issued by Chinese government, where the name of her mother, Lin Wenyi, is indicated, and she is described as the dependent of a holder of special investor resident visa. The mother is even described as from Fujian province. And I wish to go back to the first picture. Miss Alice Goo was described also as from Fujian province. And I understand that Miss Alice Goo acknowledged only the first slide and refused to identify the second and the third slide. Nonetheless, Mr. Chair, I wish to manifest that these documents are evidence to show that indeed the nationality of Ms. Goo is Chinese. Nonetheless, Mr. Chair, in order to realize her intention, run to a public position, bring growth and prosperity to the municipality of Bamban, including the people who live thereat, Ms. Alice Goo allowed, if not she's the one who purposely caused the same, the late registration of his birth, and even the application of her Philippine passport. I understand, Mr. Chair, that the right to run to a public office is a right which is exclusive to Filipino citizens. And I wish to manifest as well that this should be dealt with by law, because this is something which open the country to issues of national security and interest, Mr. Chair. If I may proceed, Mr. Chair, bilang Mayor, Ma'am Alice, in line with your vision, paunlarin ang Bamban, bigyan ng kaunlaran ang taga-Bamban. Ano po ba ang mga kumpanya na dumating sa Bamban during your time as Mayor of Bamban?
During my time po, dumating po ang Jollibee, dumating din po ang McDonald's, dumating din po si RCS po na isang supermarket chain, and supposedly may mga darating pa mga factories and restaurants po, ma'am.
And would you confirm that it was also during your time nung dumating ang Baofu?
No po, ma'am.
You don't?
Ang Baofu po is na 2022 po, ma'am.
But the business permit signed by you shows the date October 25, 2022.
Ma'am, I think may previous po na mayor's permit. Nag-start po
Let me rephrase my question. Therefore, it was during your time nung na-renew ang business permit ng Baofu. Do you agree to that?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, anong year po?
2022, October 25.
October 20. I think po. Opo.
You are the mayor already. As a matter of fact, if the secretariat can show the business permit of Baofu was signed by Miss Alice Goo in her capacity as mayor. And would you confirm as well na yung Zunyu One Tech dumating din at naisuhan ng business permit during your time?
Your Honor, I issued the mayor's permit for Zunyu 1 because meron po silang PACCAR license po na pinakita po sa amin.
May we direct the resource speaker, Mr. Chair, to limit her answer to the question. The question, Ms. Alice Goo, is, pinatototohanan mo ba na sa panahon mo bilang mayor, June 27, 2023, na-create ang Zunyu 1 at na-issue ang business permit?
Your Honor, I issued the permit for Zunyu 1 with the attachment of PACCAR license po nila.
But you confirmed that you issued the business permit.
I issued the business permit with the attachment po ng PACCAR license po nila.
Thank you. How about your Hongsheng Corporation? When was this established?
Your Honor, for Hongsheng, I'm not sure with the exact date po.
And you will agree with me also that during the Senate hearing, itong tatlong kumpanyang ito whenever you are being interpolated, palaging nababanggit.
Yes po.
Tama ba?
Yes po.
Can you enlighten us? Ano po ba ang naging koneksyon, partisipasyon nyo dito sa tatlong kumpanyang ito? Kung bakit parating nababanggit ang mga kumpanya na to?
Your Honor, I think 2018 or earlier, hindi lang po talaga ako sure sa exact year, the land of the Baofu belongs to me. And
What year is that, Miss Alice?
Your Honor, 2018 or 19.
2018. You are the owner of the land of Baofu.
Of the land.
2018.
Yeah, 18 or 19.
You are not yet the mayor.
I'm not yet the mayor.
Okay.
In 2021, I divest the entire property to the corporation po.
And can you please cite the exact date when you divested yourself of your interest in Baofu?
2021,
September 21, 2021.
I believe so po, ma'am.
And that is 7 days before you filed your certificate of candidacy for mayor of Bamban.
Okay.
What therefore is the significance of your ownership of this land with respect to Baofu, Hongsheng, and Sunyuan? Ano pong kahalagahan ng pag-aari nyo?
Your Honor, after year 2021, I owned the land before year 2021. After year 2021, wala na po ako pag-aari. Hongsheng, I don't belong. Zunyuan, I don't belong din po.
What therefore is the connection of Baofu with Hongsheng?
Baofu and Hongsheng, as what I understand, Baofu is the property owner and Hongsheng is the licensee po.
How about Baofu and Zunyuan?
Baofu and Zunyuan, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the documents they showed us is Zunyuan leased the partial, I think 3 floors of Baofu. I think we have the contract of it.
In other words, Miss Alice, even the buildings which are erected on the lands are owned by Baofu? Tama ba yun?
Your Honor, I think I'm not the right person to answer, but as what I understand po from the documents we get from Zunyuan before, yes po.
You mentioned earlier sometime in 2018 to 2019, ikaw ang may-ari ng lupa.
Yes, ma'am.
Then sometime thereafter, nilipat mo sa Baofu.
We formed a company. Ang pinaka-share ko is the property. Ang usapan po namin,
What is the name of the company?
Baofu.
Baofu.
Yeah. And when the initial plan was housing. However, nung ang usapan ay maglalabas na ako ng in cash, initial agreement was only the property, ang pinaka-share ko. And nung usapan ay maglalabas na ako ng pera, hindi na po ako pumayag, I divested already. And after that po, hindi ko na po alam.
Matagal ka ng negosyante, Alice, tama ba?
Your Honor, yes po.
And I wish to share the list of the companies owned by Go family. Secretariat, please. As a matter of fact, based on my research, your family own 11 out of 12 listed companies, no? The significant observation, Miss Alice, ang may-ari ng 11, lahat family members. And I would assume na mas komportable ka na ang kanegosyo mo ay family member. Tama ba yun?
Your Honor, yung nakita ko po sa harapan ko po, hindi po lahat sa akin. And then, or sa
But your name is listed.
Yeah, yung isa po dyan ay yung 1, 2, 3. Yung iba po dyan ay hindi po nag-operate. hindi po natuloy yung mismong company.
Nevertheless, would you confirm that majority of these companies, your name is listed as one of the owners?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the names of your family members are likewise listed as one of the owners. Do you confirm?
Yes, Your Honor.
In other words, Miss Alice, sa usapang negosyo, naniniwala ka na dapat ang kasama sa negosyo, kilala mo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Naniniwala ka din na dapat ang kasama sa negosyo, pinagtitiwalaan mo?
Yes, Your Honor.
At bago magkaroon ng tiwala, dapat kilala mo na. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you will refuse to join any business dealings or business venture kung hindi mo kilala ang mga taong kasama mo. Tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
As a matter of fact, very significant itong list of companies na to. Ayaw mo nang hindi mo kilala because most of the incorporators are family members. Do you agree?
Hindi naman po sa ayaw ko.
Most, at least.
Okay.
Most. Diba? Ang maliwanag, Alice, hindi ka sasama sa negosyo kung hindi mo kilala at hindi ka nagtitiwala sa taong kasama mo.
Yes po.
Correct. Now, I wish to invite your attention to the Articles of Incorporation of Baofu. Secretariat, kindly flash. Nakikilala mo ba itong dokumentong ito?
Yes po, Your Honor.
This is the Articles of Incorporation of Baofu, correct?
Yes po.
How about the signature across your name? Do you acknowledge that that belongs to you?
Yes po.
Yes. Do you know Bao Ying Lin?
Your Honor, I think for the Baofu, I invoke my right against self-incrimination because I have pending case po with DOJ, human trafficking po.
Pero kanina lang ang sabi mo, Miss Alice, you will not join any business venture unless kilala mo at pinagtitiwalaan mo ang mga tao na fellow incorporators mo. Tama? Do you still confirm that?
I confirm that, Your Honor. And
That is enough, Miss Alice.
yes,
Now
and
let us proceed to the next incorporator. Please flash the Articles of Incorporation, please. Do you know Ru Jin Zhang?
I invoke my right against self-incrimination po, Your Honor.
But again, I wish to remind you, Miss Alice, of your earlier statement. Ang sabi mo, hindi ka sasama sa isang negosyo kung hindi mo kilala at pinagtitiwalaan ang mga fellow incorporators mo.
Your Honor, since may pending case po,
I understand. Now let us proceed to the third incorporator, Zhang Wang. Do you know him?
I invoke my right po ulit, Your Honor.
For the information of the committee, Mr. Chair, ito pong si Bao Ying Lin, fellow incorporator ni Alice Goo, sa Baofu Corporation is convicted of 3 billion Singaporean dollar money laundering. And this after she made the statement na hindi siya sasama sa isang negosyo kung hindi niya kilala at pinagtitiwalaan ang mga kasama niya. With respect to Ru Jin Zhang, Mr. Chair, he is likewise convicted of 3 billion Singaporean dollar money laundering. Again, this is after her statement na hindi siya sasama sa isang negosyo kung hindi niya kilala at pinagtitiwalaan ang kasama niya. The third incorporator is Yang Wang, Mr. Chair, used to be with Hongsheng Corporation, whom after the 2023 raid was charged of the crime of cyber crimes. Again, this is after the statement of Miss Alice Goo na hindi siya sasama sa isang hanap buhay kung hindi niya kilala at pinagtitiwalaan ang mga taong kasama niya. I wish to manifest, Mr. Chair, that this representation humbly submit that Miss Alice Goo purposely ran for public office in spite of her knowledge that she is not qualified, she being a Chinese national, to be able to welcome business establishments which she believes will bring growth and prosperity to the people of Banban, and this business establishments includes Hong Sheng, a POGO operator, and Yun Zuwan, also a POGO operator. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chair, dito po sa location ng dalawang company na to, which lease the property of Baofu, with whom Ms. Alice transferred her land in exchange of shareholdings sometime in 2021 while maintaining control of the same after the same date. Dito po nahuli ang maraming Chinese nationals who are now charged of the cases of money laundering and even qualified human trafficking, Mr. Chair.
Your Honor, if I may, just a short interjection. Para lang matanong ko lang si Ms. Alice Go. Yung bang mga nabanggit na mga pangalan ni Congressman Luistro, si Ziyang Wang, si Rojin Zhang, at saka si Bai Yong Lin, did you say nakakilala mo to? Kikilala mo sila?
Mr. Chair, ang kakilala ko po dyan talaga si Wang Ziyang.
Si Wang Ziyang. So is this the same Wang Ziyang na nabanggit ni Congresswoman Luistro na na-convict sa money laundering? As a cybercrime? Siya ba yun?
Mr. Chair, hindi ko po alam na nakasuhan po siya ng cybercrime.
Okay. So, ito ba sila ay galing sa isang probinsya sa China?
Mr. Chair, nakilala ko po si Wang Ziyang sa Clark.
Sa Clark?
Opo.
But you know, mga galing sila sa China.
Yung dalawa po hindi ko po kilala.
Okay, sige. Thank you. You may proceed, Congresswoman Luistro.
There are speculations, Ms. Alice, na itong Hong Sheng, ang Baofu, Zunyuan, and you are one and the same. Do you agree?
Totally not agree.
Totally not. Listen to this. September 16, 2020, you signed the application in the Sangguniang Bayan of Bamban in behalf of Hong Sheng, applying for franchise, license, and permit.
Your Honor, I did not sign any documents po.
You did not
I
sign.
did not sign. However, nakalagay po yung pangalan ko po dyan as representative, but I did not sign any documents po.
Would you know kung sino ang naglagay ng pangalan mo?
Your Honor, I have no idea.
You have no idea. Next, Ms. Alice, February 11, 2021, you executed a lease. Perhaps this is over the property of Baofu with Hong Sheng, and during that time, Hong Sheng is represented by Telma Laranan. Do you confirm this?
Your Honor, regarding Baofu, I invoked my right against self-incrimination po.
Third, Ms. Alice, early 2023, Hong Sheng was raided because of cybercrime. And one of your fellow incorporators in Baofu, which kanina sabi mo, doon mo transfer yung lupa mo sa Bamban. One of your fellow incorporators, Zhang Wang, nakasuhan ng cybercrime. Do you confirm this?
Your Honor, hindi ko kino-confirm. I have no idea nakasuhan po siya ng cyber.
And after ma-raid itong Hong Sheng, Zunyuan Technology applied for a business permit on the same address, on the same location. You were the mayor, you issued the permit. Do you confirm?
Ma'am, I issued the permit with the attachment of PAGCAR
I
letters po.
understand. But what is apparent, Mr. Chair, well, there's a document where Alice Go is described as representative of Hong Sheng back in September 16, 2020. This is the first POGO operator. It was followed by a contract of lease signed by Alice Go with Hong Sheng. And then this was followed by the raid of Hong Sheng, which was replaced by Zun Yuan, which Alice Go provided a business permit in her capacity as a mayor. I wish to share to the committee the doctrine of piercing the veil of corporate entity, because it is very clear, Mr. Chair, Hong Sheng, Alice Go, Baofu, and Sun Yuan are one and the same. Mr. Chair, I'm about to wind up, but I have few questions left. Can we please show the last slide of two personalities with last name Yang? Secretariat, please. Alice, kilala mo ba to?
Your Honor, hindi po.
Can we flash the next picture? How about this picture?
Your Honor, hindi po. Hindi ko rin po nakita, hindi ko po siya kilala.
The first picture is Michael Yang, and the second picture is Hong Zhang Yang. My question for you, bakit may joint account si Hong Zhang Yang, kapatid ni Michael Yang, at si Yu Zhengkan, na manager ng Hong Sheng?
Your Honor, hindi ko po alam yun.
To wind up, Mr. Chair, I wish to make a very short manifestation. This representation might sound repetitive already, but it is apparent that this long chain of perpetration of the crime started with the abuse in the late registration of birth. Ms. Alice Go was able to procure a birth certificate from the Philippines and even the Philippine passport, which paved the avenue for her to run to a public office. I urge the House, let us strengthen our rules, because if the loose rules on Filipino citizenship, including the rights attached to it, which must be exclusive to Filipino nationals, then we will be at the behest of the perpetrators of illegal activity. To add, Mr. Chair, the fictitious birth certificate even paved way to solicit identification cards from different government offices. That includes the DFA, the BIR, the LTO, and the similar government offices, Mr. Chair. Second, Mr. Chair, the layering by way of registration of various documents, making it appear that they are legit corporation, makes it harder for the Philippine government to verify and even monitor the illegal activities of these foreign nationals, Mr. Chair. So, I wish to suggest that we install a monitoring system with the SEC. We wish to recommend to the SEC that they install a monitoring system to make sure that the application for registration is legit, the operation is genuine, and the location is indeed existing. Third, Mr. Chair, illegal activities and illegal POGOs will not proliferate if they are not able to transfer money. So, I humbly suggest as well, Mr. Chair, that we tighten our rules on anti-money laundering. Hindi po sila makakapag-perpetrate ng illegal activities if there are no funds which will fuel their illegal activities. I submit, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Luistro. Mr. Chair. Yes, Senior Deputy Speaker Gonzales.
Mr. Chair, Ma'am Alice, gasa ka Kapampangan?
Tita Clango po.
Mga niya, kailangan ng banduang ini?
Bandi lang po, bandi lang po. Bandi lang po.
Tinatanong ko kung marunong Kapampangan. Marunong mga Kapampangan. Nung nangangampanya ka, Kapampangan yung ginagamit mo. Kasi Kapampangan yung mga taga-Bamban.
Opo, may Tagalog din po, Mr. Chair. Tagalog po yung ginagamit ko po nung nangangampanya po, Mr. Chair.
Ilang taong nga nung naging mayor ka?
36 po.
Ninong pipatagal kayo kang mayor?
2 years.
Pag ninong pipatagal kayo kang mayor? 2 terms? Sino nagpahabol sa'yo ng mayor?
Wala naman po nagpahabol po sa akin ng mayor. One is yung childhood dream ko po. Second po, yung former po namin na mayor, si former mayor po namin doon sa Bamban, na graduating po.
Nakasalamat, Alice. Nakasalamat.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Congressman Gonzales. The next to interpolate is Congresswoman Migs Nograles. Kala ko siya si Coach. No,
Mr. Chair, can I just get a point of clarification before, with all due respect to Congresswoman Nograles, of course. Just very quickly lang. Ma'am Alice, kanina po may pinakitang picture sa inyo si Congresswoman Luistro kung saan sinabi ninyo binabati po ng Chinese community yung tatay po ninyo. Tama po ba yun?
Opo. Doon sa, nakalagay din po yung pangalan ko po doon, Your Honor.
Ang hindi ko lang po masyadong maintindihan, bakit binabati po yung tatay nyo doon sa poster? Ano po kasi I don't understand Chinese. What was the reason why they were greeting your father?
Your Honor, hindi rin po ako masyado sure doon sa mga nakalagay. I think it's better po na kuha na lang po tayo ng isang translator po para doon talaga. Kasi doon din po yung name ko po, ang understanding ko po dyan. Kinakongratulate po niya ako, yung tatay ko, kasi everyone knows naman po yung dad ko po is Chinese.
So kung kinakongratulate ikaw at saka yung tatay mo, bakit picture mo lang po yung nandun sa poster?
Your Honor, I have no idea po. Hindi po ako po yung nagpa-publish po.
Okay. Yun lang, Mr. Chair, I just wanted to get clarification because I was wondering why they were congratulating the father and that it was the picture of Mayor Alice Guo on the poster. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, DS JJ Suarez. Mayor Alice, no? Kilala mo ba yung katabi mo?
Ngayon ko lang po siya nakita.
Yung katabi ng katabi mo, kilala mo?
Opo, si Cassie.
Magkaibigan kayo?
Consider.
Sabi niya kasi, nung huling hearing, boyfriend niya yung kapatid mo. Tama ba?
Yun po yung deklarasyon po nila.
So, boyfriend nga niya.
Opo, kasi yun po yung sinasabi po din nila sa akin.
So, ikaw, hindi mo ba nakikita na malagkit ang tinginan nila, ganon? Wala ka ba nakikita ganon? Ha? So napapansin mo rin, no? Sige, salamat. Now we'd like to recognize Congresswoman Migs Nograles. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The questions that I will be asking would be addressed to Ms. Alice Guo. Hi, Ms. Alice. Earlier, you were saying na very adamant ka na hindi ka involved in any of the POGO businesses or anything so related to that, correct?
Your Honor, opo.
And you did an interview na maraming nakakita with Karen Davila last May 2024, correct?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Doon kunento mo yung simple mong buhay, yung income mo, farming lang, lumaki ka sa, pinalaki ka ng tatay mo, and very personal information, correct?
Yes po, ma'am.
And you mentioned the only connection na meron ka with Hongsheng is because you bought land at ikaw ang translator.
Hongsheng po ba, Your Honor?
Yes,
Hongsheng, opo. That time po, nag-translate lang po ako for them. And that time, I am part of the land po ni Hongsheng.
That time. So after that,
Sorry. Land po ni Baofu.
ulit. Part ka ng land which napapanews ka na ata.
Opo, Baofu. Baofu is a land development company. And before po ako nag-divest, I think 2021.
So, yun lang yung sinasabi mong, and you said in this interview that talagang you never entered into any BOGO business or relations, correct? And you still stand by that today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And kanina pinakita ni Congresswoman Luistro yung mga corporations that your family has been involved in. I think, can we show the list of the corporations again, please, Secretariat? ito. So mga 12